Thank you for joining me on my first Zoom yoga class. I hope that everything goes smoothly, but might be a little bit of trial and error here. I'm sure we'll have it worked out smoothly for the next time. Feel free to chat if you need some help, or you can let me know after the class if you have some feedback on how to make things go smoother. I'm glad that you're able to join me today. I thought this would be a nice way to keep our sense of community going and to continue to receive the benefits of yoga while maintaining social distancing. So make sure that you have your yoga mat in a comfortable space. Be sure that your phones are silenced, that you let the people around you know that you need some quiet time for the next hour to take care of yourself. My name is Liza, for those of you that I may not have met before. So today's class is going to focus on standing postures, and we're going to create a practice to help feel a sense of groundedness and ease and calm. So I hope that my intention for this practice is to help you to alleviate any feelings of stress, anxiety, and insecurity. As always in a yoga class, if anything I'm leading doesn't feel quite right for you, know that you're always welcome to modify or take a rest or a break at any time. We won't be using any special equipment or props today. However, if you have a blanket or a cushion nearby, you might want to use that for a relaxation at the end. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll begin in a standing position. So we are going to start the class with a standing centering. So if it's comfortable for you to stand freely, that's great. If you feel like you would like to have a wall nearby you or a piece of furniture, you can always hold on to a chair or wall if you'd like a little bit of additional support. So come to stand with your feet hips width apart, arms relaxed by the sides. Allow the feet to really ground into the earth. Broaden through the chest and relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Lengthen through the head of the neck, bringing the chin parallel to the floor. Keep the eyes just barely open, gazing very softly down towards the floor. With the eyes almost closed, beginning to shift your awareness inside. Beginning to let go of your day and any external distractions. Allow your breath to flow in and out through the nose. Being at a slow and comfortable rhythm. And keeping the soft gaze, breath flowing in and out through the nose. I will guide you into a body scan to come to center. Begin by bringing your attention to the bottom of the feet. And now bring your awareness to the ankles, shins and calves, knees, the front and back of the thighs, hips and pelvis, belly and lower back, the front of the rib cage, sides of the rib cage, back of the rib cage, chest and upper back, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, neck, the jaw, forehead, crown of the head. Again, return awareness to the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. And as we prepare to ease into movement, remember to continue to breathe as freely and deeply as you are in this moment. Remember to be kind to your body, always feeling free to take a rest or modify at any time. And either opening the eyes or keeping a soft gaze, we'll begin to warm up and loosen up the body, starting from the feet and making our way upward. So begin by shifting your weight onto one leg and with the opposite foot, curling those toes under and pressing the top of the foot down into the floor and giving a stretch to the top of the foot. And now begin to circle from the ankle. So keeping the leg loose and relaxed so that the circles ripple all the way up the leg to the hip. Remember to breathe. And now pause and reverse and take the circle in the opposite direction. And now give that leg a shake. And return that foot to the floor. Pause to notice how one foot feels compared to the other. And now moving on to your other side, tucking the toes under, pressing the top of that foot into the floor. Breathe. And now begin to circle that foot. And circling from the ankle and loosening up the entire leg. And circle in the other direction. And give that leg a shake. Return the feet to the floor. Now step the feet and the knees right next to each other. Bend the knees. Hands could stay either on the thighs or you could bring the hands to rest on top of the knees and begin to circle. Moving first in one direction. And now pause to reverse. And circling around twice more. And straightening the legs. Set the feet about hips width apart or a little wider. And we'll move into hip circles now. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the hips. Begin to circle from the pelvis. You're welcome to make these circles large or small. And you can move slower or quicker as you like. And if it's comfortable for you, you could close your eyes or keep a soft gaze as you prefer. And now pause to reverse and circle in the opposite direction. And circling around once more. And letting that movement go. Feet are hip width apart, arms by the sides. And now begin to tap opposite shoulder, coming into a very small twisting motion with just the upper body. You could keep the head focused straight ahead, or you could move the head from side to side. And you're welcome to stay right here. If you'd like to make the movements a little bit larger, bend the knees. And as you swing the torso to one side, bring the opposite heel off the floor. And you could continue the shoulder tapping, or you can release the arms and let the arms flop from side to side. So choose whichever version feels best. And if at any time you feel at all lightheaded, feel free to either slow the movement down, stick with the shoulder tapping, or you could stop the movement. Now begin to make your movements a little bit slower and a little bit smaller. And very gradually, find your way back to stillness. And now we'll loosen up the sides of the body. So bring the hands by your sides and bend one elbow as the opposite hand slides down the leg, stretching the torso from side to side. And you can make the stretch as large or as small as would feel good in your body today. And now moving once more in each direction. And return to center. Bring the hands together, clasping the hands, bringing the elbows to touch at shoulder height, and circle from the wrists. Loosening up the wrists and hands. Circling first in one direction and then pause to reverse, moving your circles the other way. And circling around twice more. And letting that go. Arms come by the sides. Now the shoulders. As you inhale, draw both shoulders up to the ears, and as you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Moving slowly with the breath, easing away any tension or tightness you may be holding in the upper back and shoulders. And circling once more, and then releasing the arms down. As you next exhale, draw the chin in towards the chest, lengthening through the back of the neck. And on your inhalation, roll one ear towards one shoulder, stretching the opposite side of the neck. And exhale, return the chin to the chest. Inhale, rolling the opposite ear to the other shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Keeping the shoulders drawn down away from the ears, and continue to slowly roll the head from side to side, tracing half circles with the chin. And the next time that the chin returns to the chest, inhale and lift the head back upright into a neutral position, standing tall with the shoulders relaxed. On your next inhalation, slowly begin to bring the arms out to the sides and overhead. And then as you exhale, palms face the body. As you exhale, lowering the arms down and front. Inhaling, arms reach out to the side and overhead, using the full inhalation to bring the arms overhead. Then as you're ready to exhale, use the full exhalation to lower the hands down towards the hips. Again, inhale, reaching the arms out to the side and overhead. Face the body as you exhale, lowering the arms down in front. Feel free to close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. Moving at the pace of your own breath. And moving twice more on your own. Your time and relaxing the arms by your sides when you're complete. Give a little shake to one leg and then the other. And next we'll move into the breath of joy. For the breath of joy, we'll inhale 3 short inhalations through the nose, exhaling through the open mouth with a soft sound, and we'll coordinate the breath with arm movement. So I'll show you 2 versions. We'll start off with an upright version, and then you'll have the option to add the forward bend. So feet are a comfortable distance apart. Make sure you've got room around you. Inhaling through the nose, arms come out in front. Inhale, arms come out to the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, front, to the side, overhead. Exhale, through the mouth. Inhale, front, to the side, overhead. And move at your own pace here. Feeling free to slow down the movement. If you'd like to go a little further, you can add the forward bend on the exhale. Go at your own pace, feeling free to slow down or stop the movement or stay upright. And once more. And place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Close the eyes or gaze softly. Feeling the heartbeat, breathe into the belly. Receive the joy. Receive the energy of breath of joy. Feeling the aliveness. And now release the arms. Give a little shake to one leg and then the other. Next, we'll move into a standing mountain posture. So feet are Hips width apart, arms by the sides. Begin to shift the weight from the heels of the feet to the balls of the feet. And as you shift the weight forward, lifting the heels away from the floor, shifting your weight forward and back. And once more. And now releasing the feet into the floor, feeling your weight evenly distributed between the balls and the heels of the feet. As you press into the feet, feeling grounded, feeling the sense of connection to the earth beneath you. Now lift the toes up and away from the floor and spread the toes wide. And now begin to slowly lower the toes one at a time, starting from the pinky and working your way to the big toe. And it's okay if a couple of the toes land all together. Pressing the feet into the floor, engaging the muscles of the legs, drawing them inward and up. And bring your pelvis to a neutral alignment by lengthening evenly through the abdomen and the lower back. Take a little space between the rib cage and the pelvis. Broaden through the chest and draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Lengthen through the head and the neck, bringing the chin parallel to the floor. Standing in your tall, simple mountain pose. And now we'll add the arms. So slowly on your next inhalation, begin to lift the arms out to the side. Pause at shoulder height to turn the palms to face upward. Continue to inhale as you bring the arms up and overhead. Arms are shoulder width apart. Fingertips reaching up towards the sky, shoulders moving down away from the ears. Finding a focal point to fix your gaze and attention. Breathing steadily into mountain. And now we'll move into a balancing mountain pose. So lifting the heels off the floor as you inhale. And then exhale, lowering the heels back down. Again, inhale, lifting the heels. Exhale, lower down. And continue to lift and lower. And see if you could pause and hold the heels in a lifted position for a moment or two before lowering back down. And once more, and holding the heels away from the floor. Breathing deeply, using a focal point. Feel free to lower the heels sooner if you need to, or challenging yourself if you like. And now exhale, slowly lower the heels all the way to the floor. Take a breath. And exhaling as you very slowly lower the arms down, pausing to turn the palms to face the floor at shoulder height. Releasing the arms down by your sides. Give a shake to one leg and then the other. And next we'll move into a standing side stretch. So begin by standing in your tall, simple mountain pose, bringing the hands to the hips. And now stepping your right foot behind the left, crossing at the ankle, pressing into the feet. And if you feel unsteady here, it's fine to keep the feet side by side. Draw the thighs towards one another. Lengthen through the abdomen and the lower back, creating stability in the lower body. Relax the shoulders. Release the right arm. And as you inhale, lifting your right arm out to the side and overhead, and then stretching the torso to the left. Pressing the right hip out to the side and slightly forward. Lengthen through both sides of the torso. Keep the chest lifted and the shoulders relaxed. Head and neck remain in line with the spine. You could keep the hand on the hip for support, or if it feels right, you could take hold of the wrist overhead, choosing your variation. Keep lengthening through the torso and breathing. And you don't have to stretch very far, but just come to a place where you feel a sense of lengthening and you could comfortably hold. And now move to your fullest expression for another breath. And then press into the feet, Pull the navel to the spine and inhale as you slowly lift the torso back to center. Stepping the feet together, and as you exhale, gradually lowering the arms down by your sides. Close the eyes for a moment, relax the arms. Take a breath here, receive. Notice how one side of the body feels in relation to the other. And softly open the eyes, bring the hands to the hips. And now coming onto your other side, stepping your left foot behind the right. Crossing at the ankles. Again, taking a moment to steady yourself or keeping the feet side by side if that feels more stable. Press into the feet. Draw the thighs towards one another. Send the tailbone down. Round through the chest and relax the shoulders. Now release your left arm to the side. And inhale as you bring that arm up and overhead and stretch over to the right side. And press the left hip just slightly out and slightly forward. Holding the wrist overhead if you like, or keeping the hand on the hip. Lengthening through the spine, lifting the chest and relaxing the shoulders. Head and neck are in line with your spine. Move to your fullest extension for another breath. And then press into the feet, navel to spine, slowly lift up to center. Step the feet next to each other. Exhale as you gradually lower the arms down. Relax the arms. Take a few deep breaths here to receive. Notice what you're feeling in your body. Notice where your mind is. So next we'll move into warrior and a series of standing pose flows. So I'm going to turn to the side here. You could keep facing forward. So come to stand at the front of your space, standing tall with the feet hips width apart, arms relaxed down away from the ears, lengthen through the head and the neck. Bring the hands to the hips. We'll prepare to step back first on your left foot into warrior. Draw a deep breath in. Exhale, stepping back and bending the front knee, bending the right knee. So be sure that the feet remain hip width apart. And the toes, knees, and hips are all facing the front of your mat. Pressing the left hip slightly forward and the right hip slightly back to square the hips. The back heel is lifted and keep pressing into that back heel to activate the leg for stability. Press the thighs towards one another and draw the tailbone down. Lengthening through the abdomen and the lower back. Relax the shoulders. Release the arms and inhaling, lifting the arms up and overhead a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And flex through the hands, pressing the fingertips back to the wall behind you. Keep pressing out through the back heel, activating the legs, breathing. One more full breath here. And from here, we'll move into warrior two. So exhale as you extend the arms and bring the back heel to the floor so that the left foot is in at a 45-degree angle. Right toes are still facing the front of your mat. Bring the hands to the hips for a moment here. And press the feet down towards the earth. Draw the thighs towards one another. Press the tailbone down so you're not over-exaggerating the curve in the lower back. Relax the shoulders. Be sure that the shoulders are directly above the hips in line with the long edge of your mat. And extend the arms to T position at shoulder height, palms are facing the floor. Reach out to the fingertips, draw the shoulder blades towards one another. And turn the head to gaze past the fingers of your right hand. Keep pressing into the feet, feeling grounded. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. From warrior two, we'll move into a reverse triangle. So turning your right palm to face up and straighten the legs as you slide the left hand down the left leg, reaching over to the rear of your mat into a reverse triangle. And then exhaling, bend the knee, return to warrior two. Bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Exhale into side angle. Creating one long line of energy from the left heel through the hip, shoulder, and out the crown of the head. You could stay in this version, or if you like, you could wrap the arm behind the back, or explore any other variations that you like of side angle. Keep remembering to breathe. And now press into the feet. Inhale, lift up into warrior two. So repeat that flow, and we'll pick up the pace, moving from warrior two, reverse triangle to side angle. So pressing into the feet, turn the right palm to face up. Straighten the legs, leaning over into reverse triangle. Breathing. Inhale, lift up to warrior two. Exhale, side angle. And again, inhale, press up to warrior two. Straighten the legs for reverse triangle. Exhale, warrior two, breathe. And exhale again into side angle. Inhale, warrior two. And pivot onto the ball of the back foot, lowering the arms down, coming into a high lunge. Hands are framing the right foot. Relax the shoulders. Exhaling, step the back foot forward into a forward fold. Relax the crown of the head, soft knees. Bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, lift halfway so the spine is parallel to the floor. Exhale, soften forward. Bring the hands to the hips. Press into the feet, navel to spine, hinge all the way up to standing. Bring the arms out to the side and overhead. And exhale, lower the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Close the eyes or gaze softly, feeling the heartbeat. Receiving the energy and sensations of your standing poses. Being aware how one side of the body feels in relation to the other. Releasing the hands. So you can step to the front of your mat, preparing to repeat the sequence on the other side. I'm going to turn to face this direction here. So standing tall with the feet hips width apart, relaxing the shoulders. And we'll prepare to step back on the right leg for warrior. So standing tall, inhale as the arms reach out to the side and overhead, relaxing the shoulders. Draw a breath in, exhale, stepping the right foot back and bending into the left knee. Toes, knees, and hips are all facing forward. Press into the back heel. Draw the tailbone down and press the thighs towards one another. Chin stays parallel to the floor. Making any adjustments here. If you'd like, you could bring the arms wider apart or closer together. You're welcome to flex through the hands to stretch the wrists and forearms. One more full breath in warrior one. And then exhaling, lowering the back heel, extend the arms for warrior two. So you can either step the feet wider apart for a deeper stretch, or you could walk the feet closer together for more stability. So feel free to adjust. The back foot is in a 45-degree angle. Left toes are facing the front of the mat. Draw the tailbone down, press the thighs towards one another, creating stability. Keep the shoulders in line with the hips, and turn the head to past the fingertips of the left hand. Breathing. And now preparing for reverse triangle. Turning the left palm to face up. Right hand slides down the right leg, straightening your left leg. Stretching over into reverse triangle. Inhaling, lifting back up to warrior two. And now bringing the left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm reaches overhead for side angle. Again, creating a long line of energy from the right heel to the hip and the shoulder. Staying here, wrapping the arm or moving into any other variation that you like. Inhaling, return to warrior two. And we'll repeat the flow here. Turning the right palm to face up. Straighten the legs for reverse triangle. Inhaling. Exhaling, moving into warrior two, and then side angle. And once more, inhaling as you lift, legs are straight. Reverse triangle. Bend the knee, warrior two, and side angle. Press into the feet. Inhale, lifting up to warrior two. And now pivot onto the ball of your right foot, lowering the hands to frame the left foot coming into a high lunge. Keeping the chest lifted and relaxing the shoulders. And now stepping the back foot forward, coming into a forward fold. Relaxing the crown of the head. Bringing the hands to the shins. Inhale, lifting halfway so that the spine is parallel to the floor. And then exhale, soften and fold forward, relaxing the crown of the head. Bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, lift halfway so the spine is parallel to the floor. Exhale, soften and fold forward. And now press into the feet. Bring the hands to the hips, navel to spine. Inhale as you hinge all the way up to standing. Taking your time, inhaling as the arms come out and overhead. Exhale, lower the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Close the eyes or gaze softly. Feel the heartbeat with the thumbs. Notice what you're feeling in your body, mind, and breath with compassion and curiosity. Releasing the arms down by your sides, giving a shake to one leg and then the other. And next we'll move into a standing balance. We'll be moving into crane. So begin by standing in your tall, simple mountain pose, grounding through the feet, connecting to the earth, relaxing the shoulders, and finding a focal point. Gazing at a spot on the floor or the wall ahead of you that isn't moving to steady your gaze and steady your attention. We'll begin by balancing on your left leg. So begin to shift your weight into the left leg and lift the right foot off the floor and lower that foot back down. And just practice lifting and lowering to get used to finding your balance. You're welcome to hold on to a wall for support if you like. And now the next time you lift the foot off the floor, lifting the knee in line with the hip, relaxing the toes, extend the arms by your sides, keeping the wrists, elbows, and shoulders soft and relaxed. Coming into crane, continuing to breathe. You can always lift and lower if you need to. And now exhaling, slowly lowering the arms and lowering the foot down by your side. Relax here for a moment, receive. And now give a little shake to the left leg. And we'll prepare for a new experience on the other side. So begin by standing tall, grounding into the feet. And begin to shift your weight into that right leg, lifting the left foot away from the floor. And lifting and lowering here, beginning to find your balance. As you shift the weight onto one leg, notice if the inside of that foot is coming off the floor. See if you could press evenly through the inside and the outside of that right foot. Keeping that leg strong, but still keeping the knee soft. And now the next time that you lift the foot off the floor, making your way into crane, lifting the knee in line with the hip, foot is relaxed. Extend the arms to your sides, softening the wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Breathing in and out through the nose. If you wobble or fall, don't worry, no one can see you. Just make your way back into the pose. One more full breath here in crane. And exhale, slowly lower the foot to the floor. Relax the arms, take a breath. And give a shake to that right leg. So we spent a lot of time standing. Now we're going to ease our way towards the floor. So come to stand at the front of your space. We'll move through a half sun salutation and then we'll head towards the floor. Standing tall, relax the shoulders. Inhaling, bringing the arms out to the sides and overhead. Gazing up towards the hands as the palms meet overhead. Exhale, extend the arms to T position at shoulder height and hinge forward into your forward fold, relaxing the crown of the head. Bring the hands to your shins. Inhale, lift halfway so that the spine is parallel to the floor. And exhale, soften forward. And now bend one knee at a time, lowering yourself down into a table position. And from table, swinging the legs around, coming into a seated position. Legs are extended in front of you. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, fingertips pointing forward. Give a soft bend to the elbows. Relax the shoulders and broaden through the chest. Alternately flex and point the feet. Loosening up and relaxing the feet and legs that have worked so hard. And now circling the feet. Bringing the legs a little wider apart and drawing the toes towards one another and then away. And pause and circle in the opposite direction. And give the legs a shake from side to side. We'll move next into a seated spinal twist. So begin by flexing the feet, toes are pointing upward, shoulders are relaxed. Now bend your right knee, bringing the right foot to the floor. So it's fine to keep the right foot on the inside of the left leg for a more gentle twist. Or if you like, you could cross the foot over to the other side. Make sure to keep the inside of the foot evenly rooted down into the floor. Begin by taking hold of the shin with both hands. Lift through the chest, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. We will prepare to twist in the direction of the bent knee, so I'll be twisting towards the right side. So hold the knee with just the left hand. Inhale, extend the right arm to shoulder height and gaze at the fingertips. Lift and lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, slowly begin to twist towards your right, keeping the gaze on the fingertips. Moving slowly and taking several breaths here. Pause on your next inhalation to lift and lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders and soften into the twist. So always moving without force or strain and only twisting as far as feels comfortable. And when you reach that point, releasing the right hand to the floor. And turning the head to look over the right shoulder, gazing towards the wall behind you. Keep lengthening through the head and neck, bringing the chin parallel to the floor. And you can continue to hold the knee in the opposite hand, or if it's comfortable, you could draw the knee into the crook of the elbow. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. And feeling free to adjust, either twisting a little bit more deeper or slowly backing off and releasing if that's what your body needs. And moving to your fullest expression of the twist for one more full breath. And then on your next inhalation, lifting the arm to shoulder height, gazing at the fingertips. And on your exhalation, very slowly and patiently beginning to unwind. Noticing the sensations of release along the way as you release from your spinal twist. And after you've made your way back to center, release the arms, release the legs, and give the feet and legs a shake from side to side. And Flexing the feet, sitting tall, we'll move on to the other side. Bending the left knee, bringing the left foot to the floor, either on the inside or crossing to the outside of the opposite leg as you prefer. Pressing evenly into the inside and the outside of that left foot. Holding the knee with both hands to begin. Lift and lengthen through the chest, relax the shoulders. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Extending your left arm to shoulder height, gazing at the fingertips. Inhale as you lengthen, exhaling, twist. And moving slowly and patiently. Lengthening the spine on your next inhalation. And soften into the twist as you exhale. If you like, you could draw the knee into the crook of the elbow or continue to hold the knee in your hand as you prefer. And making your way to twist only as far as feels good in your body. And when you reach that point, releasing the hand to the floor, keeping the arm close to your spine. And turning the head to look over your left shoulder towards the wall behind you. Keep the shoulders relaxed, chest lifted. Lengthen through the head and the neck. And you're welcome to gaze softly out the left corners of the eyes. Or close the eyes if you like. Now moving to your fullest expression for another breath. Preparing to slowly release. Inhale as you lift the back arm, gaze at the fingertips. Exhale very slowly as you unwind and gradually make your way back to center. Releasing the arms when you're ready, release the legs. Receive the sensations of release. Notice the energy of the spinal twist, giving the legs a little shake from side to side. Next, we'll prepare to make our way onto our backs. So bending the knees, feet to the floor, and roll down to lie on your back. And lying on your back with the hands resting by your sides. Feet and knees hip width apart. Walking the feet as close to the bottom as feels comfortable for you. Palms are facing the floor. Bring your attention to the parts of your body that are in contact with the mat. And broaden through the chest and see if you could bring a little bit more of the upper back and shoulders in contact with the floor. Tuck the chin very slightly to keep the back of the neck long. And we'll prepare now to ease into bridge or Setu Bandhasana. Press the feet into the floor, and on your next inhalation, lift the hips an inch or so away from the mat, and then exhale, lower the hips back down to the floor. Again, inhaling, lifting the hips. Exhale, lower the hips back down. And continue to lift and lower. Each time that you lift, see if you can lift the hips just a little higher. And exhale as you lower. Lifting the hips, pausing here for a breath. Exhale, lower. So try to resist the temptation to look at your screen and just keep the head still and gazing upward. You could stay with the lifting and lowering, or if you like, you could come to hold, lifting the hips away from the mat, and you could keep the hips so that they're in line with the shoulders and the knees. Or if you'd like to go further, you can lift the hips a little higher, only if that feels good. Hands could either stay by your sides, or if it's accessible for you, you could clasp the hands together underneath you Wiggling one shoulder blade at a time underneath, keeping the arms straight. Keep pressing up through the hips. So choose the variation that feels right for you, knowing you can release at any time. You can stay with the lifting and lowering, or just keep the lift small. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Notice if you feel any sensations of spaciousness in the torso. And if you like, holding your bridge for one more full breath. And preparing to slowly release. You clasp the hands together, release the palms to the floor, and return one shoulder blade at a time to the mat, and very slowly lower through the upper back, middle back, and finally releasing the hips all the way to the floor. Bring the knees together to touch so that the legs could relax. A few breaths here to receive the energetic imprint of bridge and notice the sensations of release. And now step the feet about as wide apart as your mat and extend the arms to keep position at shoulder height with the palms to the floor. And now begin to windshield wiper the knees as you drop the knees from side to side. And as the knees drop to one side, turning the head to face in the opposite direction, bringing the twist up into the head and neck. Moving slowly at the pace of your own breath, being sure the feet and knees are wide enough that both knees could draw down towards the floor. And the next time that you drop both knees, in whatever direction you're heading, relax here. Head is turning the other way. See if you could relax the knees a little bit closer to the floor. See where else in your body you could soften and relax. Keep the eyes closed if that's comfortable, or a soft gaze. One more breath here, and then inhaling, slowly lift the knees. Bring the head back to center. And exhale, moving in the other direction. Dropping the knees towards the floor, turning the head to look over the opposite shoulder. Allowing yourself to soften and relax here. One more breath. And on your next inhalation, slowly guide the knees and the head back to center, bringing the knees together to touch. And now extend the legs straight up in the air, so the legs are reaching right up from the hip. And release the arms from the shoulders. Arms are up in the air, coming into dead bug. Relax the arms and legs. And now give a bigger shake to the arms and the legs. You can exhale through an open mouth, release a little sound. Keep the arms and legs loose. Allow the muscles to relax. Letting go of any tension you may still be holding on to. Letting go of any stress, negativity. Let everything go. And when you think you're done, shake just a little bit more. And then come to stillness with the arms and legs in the air. Noticing the vibrations and energy. Breathe, receive. And exhaling, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Taking hold of the knees with each hand. You can hold here in stillness, Or if you like, you could circle on the sacrum or rock gently from side to side. And now coming to stillness. And from here, we'll make our way into our final relaxation, Shavasana. So here you have the option to keep the knees bent, knees together. You can extend the legs straight. If you have a cushion, you may place a cushion underneath the knees. The hands could rest by your sides with the palms facing upward, or you may place the hands to rest on top of the belly. Allow the eyes to close if you haven't already. Making yourself fully comfortable in your relaxation. See if you can bring a little bit more of the shoulders and upper back in contact with the floor. And tuck the chin in very slightly to lengthen through the back of the neck. Allow yourself to let go of any breathing pattern and allow your breath to flow naturally and effortlessly. You can bring the attention to the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor. Feeling yourself supported and nurtured by the earth beneath you. And continue to rest in stillness as I guide you through a body scan. Bringing your attention to the crown of the head, the center of the forehead, the base of the throat, the right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, right hand, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, the base of the throat, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left hand, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, the base of the throat, the center of the chest, navel center, center of the pelvis, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right foot, right ankle, right knee, right hip, center of the pelvis, left hip, left knee, left ankle, left foot, left ankle, left knee, left hip, center of the pelvis, navel center, center of the chest, base of the throat, center of the forehead, crown of the head. The right side of the body. The left side of the body. The front of the body. The back of the body. The whole body together. The whole body together. Begin to deepen your breathing and make some small movements with the fingers and the toes, inviting awareness and sensation to return. Now bending the knees and draw the knees in towards the chest and come to roll over onto your right side, resting in a fetal position. Taking a moment here to honor yourself for your dedication and your efforts. Now pressing your hands into the floor and mindfully make your way up to a seated position. Coming to sit tall with the eyes remaining closed for our final meditation. We'll move into a loving kindness meditation. I invite you to silently repeat these words to yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be safe and protected. Now bringing to mind someone you love and holding this person in your heart. If you silently direct these words to your loved one, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be safe and protected. Now extending loving kindness to all beings. Silently repeating these words. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe and protected. Now bring the hands to prayer position in front of the heart, dropping the chin towards the chest. Coming into a gesture of gratitude. And now bringing to mind someone or something that you are grateful for. And notice how it feels in the body and mind when you direct your thoughts towards gratitude. Om Shanti, peace. May the peace in our hearts bring peace into the world. Softly allow the eyes to open, lifting the gaze. Namaste. I honor the light in you. Thank you so much for joining me remotely to practice yoga together. I'll be offering a moving meditation class on Thursday from 12 to 12:30. I would love to see you there too. I'm hoping we could continue to offer these classes online again. Thank you and enjoy your day. Feel free to comment in the chat, or you could email me, lfeldman@springfieldcollege.edu if you have any questions or feedback for me. Thank you.